a Sunday, Zell.
And you're late. But hey, I'm glad to see both of you got your beauty rest.
You noticed.
All right, you two, break it up. So what are we looking at?
Well, you would be looking at 328 Chestnut if it was here anymore.
Accident?
Not a chance. Perps took the property from the rear, letting loose some form of wind power.
Wind power?
Hey, what's with the missing shoe?
I lost it last night at a Prince concert. Long story.
And what about you? Looks like you had a special night?
How about we stick to the crime?
Oh, testy.
Any leads so far on our perp?
No dice, and the boys downtown got nothing on the tendon either. But come take a look at this. See this yellow tinted fibrous material here? We're stumped on what it might be. And Tommy ran through the crime scene scanning device and it told us diddly squat.
Dilly squat, huh? Sounds like my first marriage.
Let's have a look.
The texture and appearance is almost straw-like in nature.
Yeah, straw-like. You may be onto something.
Whatever it is, the whole building was made out of it.
And I'm assuming no witnesses?
Actually, Blue questioned a husband and wife who were running pretty fast from the scene, but they didn't see anything, so we sent them on their way.
Catch where they were headed?
For a circle. Why?
I've got a few questions of my own. A few questions for them to answer. Let's ride. And Zell,
Yeah?
treat yourself to a night on town tonight, will you?
What are you talking about?
You've been cooped up in that high-rise apartment for months. Get out there. Let your hair down.
All right, maybe I will. We're the right man anyways.
Ain't that the truth? You deserve a prince.
Okay, beat it. I'll be stuck here all day if I don't get busy with this straw-like material. What a mess.
You know, my gut's telling me that someone's got a problem with the tenant. For some reason, destroyed the place in retaliation.
And whatever the reason, it was the last straw.
FTPD! Finish line's right here, folks.
What seems to be the problem?
The problem is, you can run, but you can't hide.
Let's get your names.
I'm Jack.
Sprat, Be Nimble, and the Beanstalk.
Just Jack. And this is my wife, Jillian.
But my friends call me Ian.
That's odd.
I've got weird friends.
Where were you two at 7 this morning?
Walking up Chestnut like usual to do our daily morning jog.
And
That's it. Just walking.
word on the street is you were, walking pretty fast.
What are you getting at?
You were running. Not walking, running.
Hey, take it easy. We got an eyewitness who paints a somewhat different picture. Does the threat of perjury jog your memory?
Okay, fine. We were running, but let me explain. The two of us were headed up Chestnut like usual, when Jillian suddenly got dehydrated, so we both ran up to the quick stop to buy her some propel.
Propel?
It's fitness water.
No, it's water with sugar. I wasn't dehydrated. He made that up so he could use his coupon.
That's not true.
He does this all the time. Last week, he pretended that we both had broken legs because Target had a buy one, get one free sale on wheelchairs.
I swear, if they don't get to the point right now, I will escort them to the point with my fist.
Cool it. So then what happened?
Well, we went to the quick stop, we bought the propel, and then we left.
That's it?
Well, I know this is relevant, but I heard loud noise, which caused me to trip and go face first into the sidewalk and crack the crown of my lateral incisor.
So let me get this straight. Jack, you and Jill,
Ian,
you and Ian, went up the hill to get a bottle of water.
Propel.
And then Jack here fell down and broke the crown on his lateral incisor.
And let me guess. You came tumbling after?
no, why would it tumble? That doesn't make any sense.
Then what?
We got stopped by the other cops, jogged here, and got stopped by you guys, who made us late for work.
I'll make you late for work. With my fist.
Cool it. Did you see anything unusual? Anything at all?
Well, come to think of it, while we were buying the sugar water, we did see a couple of shady youths in the candy aisle.
Shady youths, huh? Catch where they were headed?
No.
Actually, while I was eye level with the sidewalk, I did notice something odd.
What's that?
Skittles.
Skittles?
Skittles.
Yeah, I was surprised too. There was a line of them trailing behind the hoodlums as they left. I was thinking there was a hole in their bag or something. So I'm thinking if you follow the rainbow trail of Skittles...
We'll find our pot of gold.
We'll take it from here, thanks. Enjoy your jog.
You better move. In this business, every second counts.
Yes, and time, it seems, is running out.
Well. Looks like the old expression is right. Follow 10 blocks of Skittles and you'll find 2 Germans at a pond.
We don't want any trouble.
Yo, we are innocent. How about answering some questions?
We cannot talk right now. We are busy feeding the wild birdies.
I wasn't aware that the birdies ate candy.
Oh, absolutely, policeman man. The candies is very popular with the birdies. The pigeons, they prefer the junior mints. And the geese, they go wild for the Twizzlers. And the duckies, the Cubas.
Were you aware that in some foreign lands, these people feed the birdies with breadcrumb?
Breadcrumb, can you believe that? It's nasty, gross. I get busy tummies brain singing about it.
If you 2 dum-dums don't shut your wax lips, you're gonna make friends with the jawbreakers.
We don't have to take this verbal abuse. This is police brutalities.
Hey, I forgot. How many years of jail time is it for resisting arrest?
500 years?
Okay, we will do as you wish.
First of all, you should know that we are German.
You almost threw us off with those hats. We were thinking you were from Dunster.
These are traditional German alpine hats.
Yeah.
And the lederhosen are a nice touch.
No, these are extremely short capri pants.
On sale last week at Marshall's.
Get on with it.
Yeah, so, okay. My name is Hansel, and this is Gretel.
Hello.
We are brother and sister. And yesterday morning, our stepmommy kicked us out of the house.
Why'd your stepmom kick you out?
Stepmommy is evil.
Stepmommy is always evil.
She was so sick of these fake German accents.
Wait, you're faking your accents?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't pick up on that?
It sounds really annoying to us, but we just figured everyone else expects it from Germans.
Give the people what they want, right?
All Germans are faking it?
Oh, sure. I thought that was just common knowledge.
Wow.
I know.
All this time.
I know.
Anyway.
No.
We much prefer your natural dialect.
Please.
All right, sweet. Want to load off.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, our stepmom kicked us out of the house last night, and we got lost in the middle of town. So we started retracing our steps with Google Maps on Gret's cell, but then the batteries died.
There we were, lost, tired, and uber hungry. when we run to this huge candy sale at the Quick Stop.
So we bought like 8 Halloweens worth of candy and then split before the cashier noticed we went over the per item limit on milk duds.
Then we went home.
And at home, we got more good news. Our stepmom wasn't evil after all. She just had really low blood sugar. Her evil disappeared after we gave her 8 boxes of Mike and Ike's.
That's a very fascinating story. And we're thrilled to hear it had a happy ending. And I'd very much appreciate a whirler. But we have a more pressing issue to discuss.
Did either of you two see anything out of the ordinary at the Quick Stop?
No. Though I did see a hairy guy walking across the street with an industrial fan.
Catch where he was headed?
Hard to say. I was so hopped up on fun dip.
Talk to me. Yep. Thanks, Piper. Strike 2.
Furry fan man?
Down to building out in the boonies. We gotta fly. Thanks, kids. Stay out of trouble.
Dankeschön.
Looks like whoever our hairy perp is, he's got a sweet tooth for destruction.
Took your fellows long enough.
Ugly D missed me.
Dream on, Prince Charming.
So tell us what you got.
Well, I heard on the wire about a pile over on Chestnut. Based on the report and the workmanship here, looks like the same perp. Identical approach on the building from the backside. Identical wind velocity though. Oh, this time, different substance.
What are those?
They're almost stick-like in nature.
Yeah, stick-like. You may be onto something.
They're sticks.
Oh.
And the other was straw.
Huh.
Well, I got a question for you. Why would anyone build their house out of sticks?
Same reason you'd build one out of straw.
Why is that?
That's what they pay us to find out.
What happened to you?
Looks like Gold's got a witness.
Next door neighbor. On his way home, first on the scene.
Much thanks, Dee. Sorry we can't stick around.
Be careful, you two.
Careful's my middle name.
Thought it was Yolanda.
I had it changed. Why did she go by Ugly D again?
Because she's got a ponytail and glasses. She can't actually be hot under that.
But I heard it's what's on the inside that counts.
Like organs.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't make any sense. Hey there, Goldie. How's that coffee?
Lukewarm. I'm guessing you want to meet our new friend here?
What's your name, Dumbo?
I'm Marcus. Ow! Look, I told her what I know.
Just tell him exactly what you told me.
Okay, fine. I was walking home from a doctor's appointment, and all of a sudden I heard this noise, like someone dropped the box of toothpicks. I look up and I see that mess over there, and that's it. Now can I go home? I'd rather not get wrapped up in a big investigation.
Did you see anything besides the pile of sticks?
No, that was all. Ow!
Is everything all right, sir?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Marcus, let me ask you. What's the square root of 64?
8.
What do you call a group of geese?
A gaggle.
How often do you work out at the gym?
Twice a day. Ow!
Mind telling us what's going on? Marcus?
How's about telling us who you really are, Namey McFake?
Okay, fine. My name isn't Marcus. It's Pinocchio.
Oh, I saw a thing about this guy on Oprah.
Well, I guess there's no hiding it now.
Let's hear it, Maria Menounos.
Okay, so I'm what you'd call the test tube kid. There's this rebel scientist, my dad, who created me and for some reason thought it was a brilliant idea to endow me with an unbelievably enormous honker. I think he read a maxim that women like men with striking features. He somehow translated striking as huge and feature as schnoz. So he merged the DNA of a human and an anteater and ta-da, Abercrombie model. Oh no, if that wasn't enough, he merged it, he connected my nerve endings in my nose to my brain in such a way that when I lie, my trunk here grows 3 inches. What's your life story? Pretty much the same, right?
Listen, Rhino. You may have been through a lot, but that doesn't give you the right to disrespect the man who gave you life. After all, Father knows best.
All right, you know, I realize it's part of a police detective's job to make bad puns to emphasize points, but could you please limit the nose humor? I'm really sensitive about it.
No?
I don't understand. When you lied before, your nose, it didn't look like your nose grew. It looked like you were in pain.
Yeah, well, I can explain that. I wasn't at the doctor for a routine checkup, if you get my meaning. Right after getting my nose taken care of, the doctor warned me that my nerve endings would still be sensitive to lies.
I see.
Now, did you see anything unusual at the scene of the crime?
No, that was all. Ow! Okay, fine, I'll tell you, but keep me out of the papers. I don't need this sort of press.
Out with it, Toucan Sam.
Well, see, that wasn't called for.
What'd you see?
I saw a bunch of guys in basketball jerseys poking around the rubble. Once the siren started up, they jumped into an SUV and peeled out of there.
Any of these guys have a fan or excessive body hair?
I don't know.
How many of them did you see?
Hard to say.
Out of curiosity, does that thing only give you trouble during intentional lies, or do you experience pain whenever you say anything inaccurate?
Anything inaccurate, unfortunately.
I see. Do me this favor and answer yes to everything I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Were there more than 10 people digging around the rubble?
Yes. Ow!
More than 4?
Yes.
How about exactly 9?
Yes. Ow!
8?
Yes. Ow!
6?
Yes. Ow!
7?
Yes.
7 it is.
Thanks.
Happy to help. Ow!
So, we've got 7 ballers, but no way to find them. Without plates, we're sunk.
Jiminy Crickets,
Excuse me, officers.
keep your nose out of this, will ya?
Snowman.
Excuse me?
The license plate. Snowman. Kinda hard to forget something that's strange.
Snowmen, call it in.
Maybe it's that frosty guy and his posse.
How about you leave the predictions to us, Nostradamus?
Hey, Piper. I need a trace on plate number Snowman. Yeah, I'll hold.
You two better have some good news.
Captain, good morning.
It's going to be the opposite of a good morning, Father. Here's some results. I've got 2 downed buildings and 0 arrests. When I do the math, that's 2 buildings too many, and 0 is a darn low number of arrests.
It's the lowest number.
What about negative numbers?
True.
I don't need a math lesson, I need a results lesson. I have the commissioner, the mayor, and Governor Grimm all breathing down my neck.
Can I go home now?
Now, you two better find whoever nicks the straw and the sticks, and you book 'em. You hear me? You book 'em.
Captain, we just got a lead on 7 guys who may be our perps.
May be our perps. I never want to hear May from you, unless it's the month of May, which it's not, right? Now, what time is it?
9:44.
Thanks. Some slimy croc stole my lunch.
A croc?
Crook, croc, however you pronounce it. It's a regional thing, like tomato, tomato, potato, potato, Valemount, Valemount. Now, it's 11:15. By 11, I want results. I want answers. I want something. Or I will put both of you on unpaid suspension faster than you can say unpaid suspension. That's 5 syllables. I want it done in full.
Paid suspension.
This is not good. This is not good at all. As a matter of fact, it's bad.
Hey, Piper. Hey, thanks. Plates are in. Shake your lows.
Let's move. Fast.
So, how's it going?
If you got a nose job, why is it still long?
Well, it actually used to be 10 feet longer because of my career.
What do you do?
I'm running for president.
FTPD. Whose SUV is that parked on the curb?
That's mine, officer.
What's your name?
I'm happy.
I said, what's your name?
I told you, I'm happy.
I don't care if you're ecstatic. If you don't tell me your name right now, I'll see to it you're never happy again for the rest of your life.
But I've always been happy.
All right, punk. I'm taking you in.
Pardon me, officers, but I believe there's been a misunderstanding here. His name is Happy. I mean, we all have irregular names. For instance, I'm Doc, and Happy you've met.
Hello again.
Then there's Grumpy, Sleepy, Sneezy,
Hold on.
Bashful, and last but not least, Dopey.
Onion rings.
And we're the 7 dwarfs. Dwarves? I know what you're thinking. We're not that dwarfish in size. We belong to a 7-on-7 hoops league, and the name was actually Coach White's idea. You see, we're not actually that small, but compared to everybody else on the court, we're tiny. It's all relative.
And next to Shaq, he looks like Gary Coleman.
Or today when Grumpy had to post up on that huge center.
I hate that guy. All he does is complain about his yard. Wah! I have trouble with weed control. Wah! There's an oversized beanstalk blocking the light in my sunroom.
Give him a break, you guys. He's been robbed like 3 times this week.
Okay. Enough small talk.
We need to know where you were earlier this morning.
Unicorn.
Dopey, please, I'll take care of this. We finished our game and then we rushed back here to kick off our yard sale.
According to an eyewitness, it sounds like you made a pit stop on the way.
Unicorn.
Dopey.
Unicorn.
No, you're right. We did stop.
That demolished building was a gold mine for us.
What do you mean?
For we dwarfs, schooling the opposition on the hardwood is just a hobby. We make a living selling antiques, rare gems, and knickknacks at yard sales. So when we came across that rubble, off to work we went. And it was quite the successful excavation. You do realize that tampering with a crime scene is a federal offense. We didn't know it was a crime scene. And plus, we've got junk excavation permits. Boys.
Let me guess. You didn't see anybody suspicious at the scene of the crime?
What about this Coach White of yours? Any chance that he's hairy and owns an industrial fan?
No, and he's a she.
She's coaching for free in exchange for the room above our garage. Actually, she's been in bed for the last couple weeks ever since she ate that 2-week-old McDonald's apple pie. Prince Charming's coming by later with true love's kiss.
Which is just a cordy rebranded name for Imodium AD.
Not sure why we need to worry about a doctor since this guy's been out of med school for 5 years.
Dental school, you know that.
Well, maybe it shouldn't go by Doc.
Yeah, what about that?
I hate you all. Another dead end. This is the best lead we got. Captain's not gonna be happy.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Can it, short stack?
You betcha.
What if during the excavation the Tiny Tims found a clue?
We're gonna need to see our loot from the crime scene. Sure thing. Let's give him an inventory, boys. What'd you find?
Lunch pail.
Shovel.
Tool belt.
Blueprints.
Turkey hoagie.
And I found this construction site ID card.
No obvious threads that link the clues. Unless our perp is a hairy pop star who sings top 40 hits about construction. It's a small world, after all.
Yeah, I'm with you, Dad. I think I go.
FTPD, we've been looking for you. Hey! The innocent ones always run. Book 'em.
You're under arrest for the unwanted destruction of homes made of foolish raw materials.
Let me be the first to welcome you to Justice-town. Population? You.
Listen, man, you've got the wrong wolf.
We'll see about that. Because in Justice-town, I'm the mayor.
What about her?
I'm on the school board.
I know you three have been through a lot today, but I promise we'll get you through this as quickly and painlessly as possible. First of all, my name is Executive Assistant District Attorney Stilskin, and to your left is Assistant District Attorney Mern.
Afternoon.
First off, let's get your names for the record.
I'm Pig 1.
I'm Pig 2.
Which makes you Pig 85.
Pig 3.
Let's review your story. You were alone in your straw house. Wolf approaches your house, knocks it down.
Yeah, he kept saying he'd blow my house in, which sounded a little weird. Told him to hold on, that I was shaving a real tough part in the ear, and before I know it, bam, mouse is kaput.
Then what?
I was freaking out, right? So I curly-tailed it to my bros.
He showed up all discombobulated. Pork almighty, I felt his forehead and he was baking. Now I mean sizzling.
Go on.
Same thing, really. I was shaving, like any other day. When that hairy guy with that fan of his shows up, next thing I know, my bachelor pad's yard waste.
So that's where you come in?
Quite. They arrived at my doorstep utterly frazzled, and I comfort them with tea and crumpets.
At which point the perpetrator arrived, attempted identical vampire destruction, but failed.
That's affirmative, Counselor.
So now, what about this Wolf character? You know him?
We did. He was the highest bidder on all 3 of our contracts until we withdrew last minute.
So he was angry of your pulling of the contract?
Absolutely livid.
But why did he pull the contract?
We seen him and that poor girl in the red hoodie on judge duty.
The B&E mess last month with the old lady.
Right, the one with the schnauzer and the empty kitchen cabinet.
No.
The one who lives in the Reebok?
No, the other old lady, the better to blank you with, my dear.
Right.
So we certainly didn't want any association with the convicted felon.
Right.
Chances are we'll need you to testify in court about what you just told us.
We will do whatever is necessary.
One thing I'm not clear on. Why the disparity in the composition of your respective residences?
Pretty simple story, really. See, Mom and Pa passed away about 10 years back.
Luau. And they left a sizable trust fund for each of us.
Thing is, me and Pig One, we got our vices. Me, I invested most of my inheritance as the executive producer of Kevin Federline's debut album.
What about you?
This little piggy went to Vegas.
He lost it all on the roulette wheel.
Always bet on pink.
And as you know, that red and black are the only colors in roulette, and that, well, Kevin Federline, me and Pig One didn't have much money left to invest in real estate.
Hence my straw.
And my sticks.
What about you?
I invested my inheritance in a new condominium replete with fortified Ukrainian stainless steel, but state-of-the-art motion sensory alarm systems, but most importantly, wind-proof foundation.
Sounds not cheap.
Indeed, I too no longer have money.
But at least we have each other.
Brothers in a blanket?
Let's go up to the window.
We're coming in full steam on this one. 2 counts, each of malicious destruction of property and reckless endangerment. Nothing less. And given your client's history, we can't go anywhere near minimum jail time. But if you had his guilty plea, we'd lowball at 10 years with eligibility for parole.
My client pleads not guilty to all counts.
Oh, come off it, Peep. No jury out there would swallow that, even if it was corn battered and served on a stick. We've got eyewitness testimony of your client filling the scene with a fan, his personal effects on the rubble. We've got motive, opportunity. And let's not forget, the guy's got a rap sheet longer than the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we're talking picnic basket theft, nursing home B&E, impersonation of the elderly, and I'm just getting started.
And for each of those crimes, my client was falsely accused.
And that's why his first and middle names are Big and Bad.
That's not my name. No, it's okay. I want to talk. You gotta get it off my chest. Yes, my name is B.B. Wolf, but that stands for Bernard Bartholomew Wolf. After the Red Riding incident, the tabloids invented Big and Bad. I'm not big, and I'm certainly not bad. I'm not big. I'm 5'3". Biggie Smalls was big. Me, I'm not big, and I'm not bad. I'm just a small-town wolf living in a lonely world. A wolf that always seems to end up at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, today you were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's what I just said.
We don't care if you're big and bad, small and good, or medium and half decent. Our offer doesn't budge.
And my innocence doesn't budge.
Budge rhymes with fudge. Sorry, haven't eaten today.
If you're insistent you're not guilty, why were you at the scene of each crime with a fan?
Again, my client's already explained to the police that he had received 3 invitations to BYOF parties on Facebook.
And again, we found no such invitations.
And again, someone could have easily deleted them.
Now you're scraping, Bo.
What about that slow motion chase sequence?
I was afraid, okay? I was afraid. How many times do I have to get arrested for crimes I don't commit? First the Red Riding incident, then the mix-up with that Peter kid, and now this? I can't take it anymore.
I have some brilliant advice. Stop committing crime.
My client is innocent still. This plea stands.
Have it your way. We'll see you in court.
Are you sure you're ready, Peep?
I was born ready.
Wait. You were born with a law degree?
Yes.
And when you approached the defendant at the construction site, did he acquiesce?
He did not. He attempted to flee. But Detective Brella and I were able to subdue the defendant and arrest him.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant was witnessed fleeing the crime scene with an industrial fan, after which he blatantly resisted arrest. Nothing further.
Cross-examine.
Now, Detective HD, is it? Given your physical liabilities, if you're fit to give testimony,
I'll show you physical liabilities.
Order, order.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness's physical condition is not on trial.
Your Honor, I put forth that the cause of the witness's recently sustained injuries may very well have something to do with the apprehension of my client, would therefore render this witness unfit for testimony.
Proceed. Proceed.
Now, Detective, how did you sustain these injuries?
Not gonna answer these questions.
I'll hold you in contempt of court.
All right. Fine. You wanna know? I'll tell you. I'll tell you all right now. But don't blame me if you're plagued with nightmares for the rest of your life. It was a Thursday afternoon. I was on my lunch break. There I was, sitting, minding my own business. But I wasn't sitting just anywhere. No, I wasn't. I was sitting on a wall. That's right, a wall. The wall seemed stable enough, sure. I mean, why wouldn't a wall be stable? But then, out of the blue, without warning, it gave way. And before I could catch my balance, I fell. And it wasn't your average fall. It's not easy to describe the kind of fall it was, but if I had to use one word, I'd say it was great. A great fall. It was great. I regained consciousness in a gurney over at Kings County. They did everything they could to fix my bone fractures, my torn joints, my broken soul. All the finest doctors lent a hand. Human doctors, of course, but also horse doctors. After the surgery, Chief Resident put his hoof in my hand and told me everything was going to be all right. But he was all wrong. No matter how hard they tried, they failed. They failed at putting me back together again. You want to know about my physical stability? Oh, I'll be all right. Sure, I'll be fine. But after a fall of such great magnitude, I may not ever recover up here and in here and along here. So for those of you out there, you young people especially, listen to me and listen close, because I'll only say it once. The next time you see a wall, respect that wall. And don't sit on it. Sit on a chair, maybe a futon. Happy now? I quit.
Let's move this along, councillors. My pumpkin hammer's double parked. Prosecution, present your next witness.
We call pigs 1 through 3.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you goose?
We do. Now, the members of the jury have already heard a detailed, point-by-point analysis of today's horrifying events. But does such an analysis convey the pure, emotional turmoil that you three had to endure?
No, it was horrible.
Truly frightening.
Your Honor, I can't even look at the defendant without feeling unclean.
Objection, Your Honor. Pigs frequently roost in their own filth.
Sustained pictures comment will be stricken from the record.
I'll rephrase, more specifically. Are you afraid of the big bad wolf?
The big bad wolf?
The big bad wolf.
Objection!
Are you afraid of Bernard Bartholomew Wolf?
You'll have to excuse my brother. He's speaking an archaic version of Pig Latin. Tra-la-la-la-la, roughly translate as yes.
And would you describe that fear?
It was terrifying. I was shaving like any other day when this ferocious beast walked right up to my front door and blew my house in.
Can any of you in the jury imagine looking out the people of your front door and seeing that?
I too no longer have money. Always bet on pain. Walk right up to my front door. Approach from the back. That's the most lot there. That's the only step from the
The duckies love the Cubas!
Objection! Mr. Stiltskin, did you just object to your own line of questioning?
Indeed I did, Your Honor. Indeed I did.
This is highly unorthodox.
We live in a highly unorthodox age. Why, just yesterday, I saw a man walking his cat.
No! Blasphemy, fish! I'll allow it.
What are you doing?
My job.
Technically still...
Pigs 1 and 2. In your testimony just now, you revealed to this court that the defendant approached your front door in order to topple your comically flimsy houses with an industrial fan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But the crime scene investigators have confirmed that the point of attack took place from the rear of each building. Therefore, it is my supposition that you 3 pigs staged the destruction of your homes, knowing you could easily frame a convicted wolfing criminal, and in the end, walk away free pigs having collected on the windfall of insurance money you so desperately desire. That is my supposition. That is what really happened. How do you plead?
Okay.
All right, we did it.
Guilty.
We haven't been We need the mice so badly. Haven't been paying in almost 48 hours.
And K-Fed lied to me. He said his music would bridge a generation gap and end world hunger with its hypnotic, funky rhythms. Well, that was false. Neither of those things happened.
Bailiff Scruff, take them away.
Well played, Stilson. Well played.
Motion for dismissal?
Motion granted. This court is adjourned.
Thank you for everything.
Don't thank me. Thank Echoey Flashbacks.
Will do.
Well played, counselor. Well played. Technically, though, I won that case. See ya.
Well, that was a twist ending I had to see to believe. Dinner's on me.
I won't argue with that.
What are you hungry for?
Well, you know what I'm always hungry for?
What's that?
Justice.
Well, that, my friend, has already been served.